Welcome to our podcast. What she said.
Hey, this is Audrey, and this is Courtney, and we are the Girls of 95.
Yeah. Girls of 95. Yeah. 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 Girls of 95. Oh, yeah.
Never! I literally never remember.
Putting that on our story.
Oh! Hi, guys.
I was just putting the video of you trying to figure out how to work the video camera on our Instagram story. So
guys,
content.
we haven't said this in a while, but follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We are the girls
Yeah, the
of
TikTok's
95.
been lacking. But to be fair, we were really not lacking there for a while, so just go rewatch the old ones.
Yeah.
Also, we haven't had like a video with our last couple. Did
I
today's?
uploaded? I didn't. No, today's video I uploaded on YouTube, but I did never upload it to the Google Drive.
Okay, because I was gonna do that a little bit earlier, and I was like, it's not on here. Am I stupid?
No. Do you want me to upload it to the Google Drive? Would that be easier for you?
Oh wait, yeah, because it is on YouTube though.
Yeah.
Okay, well I just keep checking. For some reason, I keep just checking the Google Drive.
Well, I just deleted everything from the Google Drive too because
Okay,
I just got a ultimate backup. We got a backup thing. What?
What's it called? You're not calling it what it's called.
Yeah. Not a flash drive.
A backup.
Storage. It's
It's
a
like
big
a hard drive.
No, that's not it. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I work in electronics.
But
Damn
don't
if I
ask
know.
her about
Anyway.
anything electronic.
Yeah, that's been life
Okay.
changing.
Before we get started, I have something really funny I want to tell you.
Okay.
I almost texted you.
Oh, but you didn't, so we could have content?
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so do you remember? So this has been like months ago. I don't even honestly remember when it was, but like you and Ryan met me at the beach, and then Emily showed up later, and we just had like a day at the beach.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was. It might have been honestly like last year.
It might have been last year.
Anyway, but there was this one random dude. I just spit, like literally catapult spit.
Great.
There was this one dude that came up and asked me if I wanted to go on a date.
Yeah.
The guy that was swinging his arms like a
swinging
psycho.
his arms. Yeah,
and he's like,
I remember.
literally just scouring the beach for random people to come be like, do you want to go on a date?
Yeah, this
And
guy
then
was weird.
Yeah, and I'm not even kidding. Like, go to our YouTube if you're just listening to this. His arms were like this, like swinging. He was walking like Bigfoot all the way. Like, you could see him all the way down the beach, his arms freaking swinging.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he asked me, like, hey, do you want to go on a date? And I said, no, thank you. And he said, are you sure? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay, and like walked off. And it was just, we laughed about it for a long time because it was so weird. He was
really weird. He
was
gave
really
off
weird.
like ex-ROTC, like JROTC guy.
pickle
You know what I'm saying?
guy.
Like just a little
Anyway,
bit.
I went.
Or he was a Boy Scout until he was like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He honestly might run a Boy Scout troop. Anyway, to this day.
To this
And they
day.
go down the beach. Anyway, I went the other day at sunset by myself.
Okay.
Or right around sunset. It was like maybe an hour before sunset. Anyway, and it was in the same area. Like right by the closest beach access is to my apartment. There's like block after block after block after block, and there's like a dozen parking spots.
Yeah.
And I was at one of the ones that was near the one we were at a couple months ago. The guy walks up to me.
No way.
Yes. By myself. I have headphones in. And he walks up and he like stands there for a second. So I take a headphone out. I'm like, yeah. He said, hey, you want to go on some jet skis sometime? I said, no, thank you. He goes, are you sure? Literally said, are you sure? Again, I said, yeah, I'm sure. He said, dang, man, or something like that. And like literally walks up. It was the same guy.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
I'm just like, do you
No.
just troll that beach?
Yeah. You know what's really weird? Yeah, that's really weird.
It was months
I think
ago,
guys
too.
do that. I think guys do that. That's that like toxic thing that I had freshman year of college.
Oh, yeah.
Same effing thing.
You're like, I'm just
He
going
would
to go to
just
this part of the
stroll-
beach
he
and
would
just
stroll the campus, in
look
this
for
one spot and
weird.
look for people. I think that's I don't know.
It's
I
just
don't
so
know why.
funny because, first of all, you have something figured out by coming up and asking somebody like, hey, do you want to go on some jet skis sometime?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Ballsy.
that's,
Yeah.
like, no, I don't, but
But thanks.
even if they were really hot, I'd probably be like,
Let me check with my manager.
yeah, like, go get murdered on a jet ski. But the "Are you sure?"
Yeah. Are you sure? Be like, yeah, pretty darn.
If you say no and someone says, "Are you sure?" to like hanging out,
You
are you
just
okay?
gotta. Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah, my chest just itched.
Oh, it's not. If looked like you were going.
Oh, Ryan's getting a call and it's on my Google?
Oh,
That's weird.
is he outside?
No, he's not supposed to be here till 8.
Maybe he lied.
Well, I told him.
I don't know, but
recording.
their Google Home just started like ringing and be like, "What, mom, it's the best," or something like
Yeah,
that.
mom is better than the best. That's Gene.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
That's funny.
Anyway, I had to tell you that. I almost texted you. I was texting Emily in all caps. But I was just sitting there.
That's
I
crazy.
laughed.
That's
like he
so
left.
crazy.
He walked off, walking the same way, but a little less dramatic, I will say.
Yeah.
He was like not completely unhinged like the one day that he came
Yeah.
up. But
That's crazy that
nothing
that
can
happened.
stop that guy.
The beach too is like so big. Like you would think
It's
that
well,
he
it
must
is-
be there all the time.
Yeah, he must be there all the time. He must live close.
That's crazy.
Hopefully he doesn't live in my complex.
You know what? If I were to be that ballsy, like if I were in his situation, like never say, "Are you sure?" Just like take the L. Like I'd probably be like, "Oh, yeah, take the L,"
I'd be like,
and then walk off.
okay, your loss, or just okay.
Yeah, I
have a
guess
good
that's
day.
better than usual because usually when we reject
Usually
guys,
it's,
they
"I
say,
thought you were ugly."
I hate you, bitch," and so at least it's nicer. He's just
Like,
like, "Are you sure?"
He wasn't even like that though. He's just like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 100% sure."
Maybe he
actually.
has that thing where he thinks he's like hot shit and stuff, and
He's not cute either.
Yeah, that's
No
what I'm saying.
offense if
Maybe in
this
his
guy
head
finds us, but
Wow.
yeah, pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
It's just funny because in my head I'm like, do you realize that you asked me before? No, because you've asked 1,000 people since then. But just in my head, I'm just like the fact that the same guy.
Maybe he's a serial
It's
killer.
kind of like when the. It's kind of like when the same Hinge profile likes your profile more than one time. I'm like, I already gave you the X 3 times.
That's so weird.
Because the only way I would show up again is if I
Right.
gave him the X. The X.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Anyway, it was funny though. I wish you were
That's
there.
so funny.
Wish you were there because we would have laughed so hard together.
Yeah.
Nope. I just drank my Sprite and watched the sunset and laughed to myself like,
Sounds good. Sprite's good.
yeah.
We
I was
love a
coming
Sprite.
off a sickness.
Yeah.
So I was drinking a lot of Sprite during that
Yeah.
time. It was a dark time. I was so sick, guys. Yeah, wait, I was going to tell you that the other
Yeah.
day because we were supposed to record on Tuesday, and over this past weekend, I was literally
Ill.
sick as a dog. It was bad.
Also,
I had
our
stomach
power
flu.
was my power was out on Tuesday, so we couldn't record.
Yeah. But it was
Power.
bad. No, it was our friend's birthday, and we went out on a boat, and I thought I was seasick or something because I just started feeling ill, and I kept going to make myself throw up once we went to this restaurant. I was just like, maybe I'm seasick. I just need to get out of my system. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't drank but hardly anything. It's like it's not that at all. And then I woke up in the middle of the night with the Herbie Turbies.
Not the
The
Herbie
Worby Twerves. It was so bad. I
Dang.
was laying there wishing for death.
Yeah.
Honestly. I was about to swallow.
I was telling
pills.
Courtney the other day too. It was like I don't have many memories of me like throwing up and stuff. I don't think I got sick that way very often. Maybe just like a dozen times in my life. But I do have a core memory of, for some reason, like me and I think it was Haley, her younger sister, both got really sick. And I guess you were sick too, or maybe you were getting over it.
I was the most susceptible at the time, so I probably caught the sickness for everybody.
Maybe.
Gave it a good old run through and then passed it along to you
But
guys.
I don't know why I was at your house. I don't know if I came up for a summer party. It must have been my parents were out of town or something, and I was staying with you guys. But I have a core memory of me just being so sick at your house, and your mom just being like, "It's okay, Audie. Like, you're okay."
If there was ever a place to get sick, though, it's at my parents'
Honestly,
house
the
because they are
best.
professional. Anyway, the topic,
of today is Reddit. We're doing Reddit again.
because we love a good
Honestly,
Reddit.
I love Reddit, and I love the Reddit stories that we did. We keep wanting to do a Reddit Disney thing with Emily, but she keeps being out of town, homegirl.
A girl
So-
never in town.
So I was like, well, let's not stop it. Let's still do Reddit. We're not going to do the Disney one today, but we're going to do crazy family stories and crazy like friend stories. And
Yeah,
we're going to
so-
try to do it in 2 parts. So there'll be probably a second, like a part 2, like we did last time.
Yeah. Plus, we just spent the first almost 15 minutes just gabbing away about
Yeah.
life.
So we should have plenty of content, but we were just going to dive into some stories, and I thought it would be fun to dive into like crazy family like maybe not drama like on my side, but like if you can share any tea on like any crazy stories that you've been through, and then same with our friends too. So
Okay.
but Courtney's gonna start us off. She's gonna be the leader for friends, and then I'll in the second episode I'll do the family part.
Here's my thing. I was like racking my brain, and this is why it's the worst. Is I'm the type of person who I have literally not a single memory
I don't either.
in my storage bank until like the conversation arises where someone jars that memory.
Right.
So it's like we were all sitting around sharing like crazy friend stories. I have a million, but I
Yeah.
could not think of
Think of
anything
any.
that had personally happened to me.
Yeah.
And I've literally had no lifetime memories.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and you could ask me a question. I couldn't even tell you.
What it would be?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah. No, my memory's really bad too. That's kind of like the running joke that I just don't have.
The running
any
joke is you
memories.
get a real big kid job and then your memories go away. And
I've
all that
always been that way though. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, you need to see a therapist.
No, I kept saying, I was just like, Mom, did I like get, did I fall down the stairs as a kid or something? Or
Did
did
Timmy
like,
fall in the well?
did I get like shot or something? And I just don't know because
Or
I was like, or stabbed. Because I was like, I just don't remember so much of my childhood. Like, why did I block it out? I had a pretty good childhood. Like, I just don't remember a lot of things. But I think that's just me. I think I just don't remember things.
know.
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay, well, we're gonna do the Reddit stories first, and then we'll add in some fun.
I
stories
agree.
as we
Let's
go.
get the juices flowing. Let's get the ball rolling.
I have some good stories that I can think. One that that's really funny with me and Haley that I want to share.
Here's my thing. Crazy friend stories. Like, I could not, like, whenever I was on Reddit, it wasn't showing me anything except for, like, what, like, thing did your friend do that made you, like, not want to be their friend anymore?
That's juice.
So it's like, juicy, but they're
Yeah.
not, like,
I had to
super
go-
fun.
I had to go to like 10 different Reddits to try to find like all
Yeah,
the
I
content
literally was
wanted.
clicking on
I was
like a
going like
million.
crazy family. I was going like secret family. I was going like just so many different things. So.
Okay, so basically all the ones that I found are under the realm of the thread, one of the threads, and the other one was similar. It was, holy crap, I can't be friends with this person anymore. Like, what was the moment that you figured out? Like, basically, like, friendship horror.
Friendship horse.
Friendship horrors. Friendship horror stories.
Yeah.
And just things like that. Just
Okay.
like, what was this, like, this person used to be my friend, how? They're crazy.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we're going to start with a short one. The person said, how pissed would you be if I ran over your dog? A few minutes later, she started lightly smacking him on the nose to try to get him to bite her. This close to running her over with a car. I got that one just because I'm just like, that reminds me of you.
I'm confused.
So
Wait.
the person was just like, it's like if I said, so how pissed would you be if I ran over your dog with my car? And then went over and started smacking Stanley on the nose, trying to get him to bite me and like just being a psycho.
Why?
I guess dog hater. Like some people, some people just love to like get people and animals like riled up. Like, those are like the dog beaters. Like they want to get the dog all mad where they're all aggressive and stuff and then kick the shiz out of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I was getting.
Yikes.
So how do you
How do
guys...
I remind you of that?
No, I'm saying like if someone was like, you like are psycho about your dogs.
Oh yeah, I'm psycho.
So I'm
about my
saying
dogs.
if someone
I
was
love my
like,
dogs.
what would you do if I like ran over your dog? Like
I'd
you'd
be like, I'll shoot you. Ha!
yeah, because the person said this close to running her over with a car.
See, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm very
Can you imagine? that?
I'm very obsessed with my dogs. I'm very like I consider them my children.
I feel like if I said that though, like first of all I wouldn't be like saying it like
I would probably just go, yeah,
it just pushed me into traffic.
yeah,
No.
trash can. No, I would dumpster. I would throw you in a trash can.
Dumpster. Audrey, if you could lift me all this weight.
As Vince would say, I'll throw you in a locker.
That's a good one, Vince. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Colin
Yeah.
said something really funny the other night, and I can't remember it now. But I literally said, dog, I'm going to use that. That's so funny.
Good.
It was like a dude thing to say, too. So it was like, it'd be funnier if I said it. Because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Da dum dum dum. Which one do I want to read?
Wait.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. I was gonna say comment on our Instagram though if you also love your dogs. Send us a pic in the DMs.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna read this one that my friend Julie sent me.
Julie Snell.
No, Julie Sinclair. Shout out Julie Sinclair. She listens to the pod.
Yay.
She's my coworker, and she's also from Missouri.
Oh my
And
god.
she's really cute and fun. You would love her.
Is she the TikTok one? There's one that does TikToks. She's
No,
cute.
that's another girl.
She's cute.
She
I've
is real
literally
cute.
seen her TikTok and I'm like,
No, I'll
cute.
show you. Julie, wait, she comments on her stuff sometimes. Do you ever see?
No, I never see the comments, honestly.
Anyway.
Courtney runs her Instagram, so I'm kind of just I'm a phantom in the back.
do. Anyway, she said, in high school, my BFF outed me to my entire senior class, and it spread all over St. Louis Catholic high school scene. Because she's lesbian.
You're right. That's
And,
tough.
yeah. And I'm like, I would fight somebody. And she
Yeah.
said, then the Kesha concert was weeks later, and I texted her during Backstabber and said, this one's for you. LMAO.
That sounds like something I would do.
It is.
That sounds like something I would do. Wait, I have a fun memory. Okay, so we in high school, you know, we've mentioned this before, but we had like the core four or whatever. Like it was me, Courtney, Haley, and Morgan, and then we had other friends that we would be friends with too, just different times of high school. But I remember one time it was during cheer season, and I was really close to this girl named Autumn, and we both had boyfriends on the football team, and
You both had boyfriends?
yeah, and they both broke up with us. So we were both obsessed with Taylor Swift. So we were like, what's better? While they were having practice, like we were on our way to our practice, and we had to pass the football field. And I, in my little freaking PT Cruiser, cruising around, I was literally known in my high school for like blaring my music loud, blaring that Taylor Swift loud. Like
Her
you could hear me
speakers
coming.
like sucked too, because you could like literally bursted them the day, like they were literally trashed the day she got
no,
the
I think I got new speakers put in too, but they were always not
They were
great.
She turned it up as loud as it would go every single time, and it's always like gang.
That was me in high school. Anyway,
so
but
funny.
we drove by the football field blaring, I think it was blaring We Are Never Getting Back Together, like shouting it at the top of our lungs, like, I don't even want to do it because it'll be loud, but it's like, like
Yeah,
that.
it was
you
like
know what I
the
mean? Like, it's
screech.
not good.
It was the screech.
Yeah, so I feel that on a different level. That kind of went together with your story, but kind of not, but I thought
No,
it was a
I think
funny
it
thing
made
to
a lot of
add.
sense.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially during like middle school, high school age, you really think, first of all, if you're someone, I mean, everybody does, but like songs resonate with you at
Yes.
different times in your life. And that's
Yeah.
just so true. And that's what's great about music.
Mm-hmm.
But like, really, when you're going through that dramatic relationship stuff and you're really immature, you think it's such a good idea to like post the lyrics on social media.
No.
Or like that, like literally
Y'all.
drive by him and like, you know, give him the finger and
Yeah,
play
for
songs
real.
like that. And you know, they're just looking at you like, we don't care, we're just throwing this
I do
football.
think it was a different time though. Like I do remember on Instagram, your caption would be lyrics.
Mine weren't ever like at a boy. I'd always just try to be like serious. And,
I
like,
know,
artsy.
but I'm just saying in general that was like very
Oh, I thought you were talking about
much-
me specifically. and
No,
like,
I'm talking about
yeah,
me too.
you're
Like
right.
I remember like a picture. I think one of my first Instagram pictures is me in like a prom dress, and I was like, "You would not believe your eyes of 10 million fireflies." Like that was like my caption.
no,
you
it
know what
was
I'm saying?
holding out for a hero.
Was it holding out for a hero? Okay, but like stuff like that. Like we used to.
It was her.
Was it just holding out for a hero? Heart, smiley face. It's like that's the shit we would do. Like that's embarrassing. Like I would never do that to this day. Heck, sometimes I don't even if it's like a sentimental whatever thing. Sometimes I won't even do a sentimental caption. I'll be like, meh.
Yeah.
I sleep with them. Like I'm like just trying to be so funny and like so like
I know.
I want people to read my captions and be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like it's just so different.
I know, and that's so funny too, because I struggle with the same thing, because it's like sometimes I mean, 99.9% of the time I am in the mood to be the funny girl, but sometimes I'm just like, you know, I have like serious stuff to say sometimes, and
Yeah, I don't
you know,
Even
I
our
just-
anniversary thing, I think I said like throw your deuces in the air to 2 years or something. Like
Yeah.
that was my anniversary caption.
yeah.
Like I just don't know. So I guess it's like I'm not really playing it cool now too, but like back then we really weren't. We were just
Yeah, no.
putting song lyrics.
No, I was having a conversation with somebody actually last night. And
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I need to be more serious a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
I was
Yikes.
like, just a little sometimes.
Because
I think I'm literally around kids all day long.
Yeah.
There's never a need for me to be really serious. I mean, like, I have to be
Right.
professional and stuff sometimes, like, in a certain situation, but I'm literally talking to kids all day long, and then I'm talking to you.
LOL, try being in my work too though, because I'll just be like, I'll be in a meeting, I'll be like,
Ah.
lols.
Yeah.
And
I
then I'm
literally-
like, I shouldn't have said lols.
No, I emailed my principal the other
Whoops.
day and said, you the best.
Yeah.
Signed it, you the best.
You the best, yeah. And my company is
He is the
very
best.
relaxed, but still, sometimes I just like I'm like, man, even though I'm really good friends with these people, I probably shouldn't have been like, okay, deuces, bye. Like,
No, that's what's gonna get you. That's gonna move you up in life. That's what
I don't know. Who knows?
No, here's the deal. Professional people, a dime a dozen. But
Funny people?
funny people that brighten your day,
I don't know. Might be onto
priceless.
something. Yeah.
Priceless.
It's okay. I'm a psychopath OCD person, so that makes up for me being.
Yeah, it's honestly just how I cope
Yeah. Yeah.
with the stress. Anyway.
Read another story.
Okay, allowed me to get arrested for a murder he committed.
Oh, the friend did?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay.
So I feel like that's a good reason to stop being someone's friend.
Yeah. I would say.
Would you stop being my friend if I murdered somebody?
No. I would still be your friend.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Depends on...
It depends, but
Murder.
yeah.
Murder isn't like...
but murder...
I plotted to kill somebody.
Oh, I guess I see what you're saying. It's not like you're saying you killed somebody. You, like, murdered somebody.
Yeah, not like I...
I think it just depends on the circumstances. I would still...
Well, I'm saying like the worst circumstances. You found out I was a serial killer.
I don't think I could at that.
I was thinking about that the other
But
day.
even if you were, like, do a Dexter situation, I would be
That-
like, I get
yeah.
it.
If
I
you're
get
like,
it.
her intentions are good.
If your intentions are good, then that's all
Or
that
you're
matters.
like, she literally like...
I will say
had
though, and I've said this so
insanity.
many times, it's like I feel like you could get away with a lot with me, like people in my life. But if you hurt a kid or an animal
Yeah.
on purpose,
An innocent...
it's like
Yeah, an innocent
Yeah, you
thing that
can't.
can't... Yeah.
literally
People
you can
are
tell me
sick.
you can tell me like, oh, I've like one person it's like I've murdered 100 people like Dexter, but they're all bad people, and then one person's like, I kicked a dog once. I'll be like, kick the dog, you're going to hell. Like, you're the one going to hell. You know what I'm saying? It's just the innocent thing.
Yeah.
I think it really.
She's okay with me being a vigilante.
Yes, absolutely.
You're pro-vigilante.
Yeah.
We do love a good vigilante, like Batman.
Now, all the government listening to my Googles, they're just gonna come and arrest me really quick.
We're on vigilante TikTok after this. We get vigilante ads on our Instagram story.
You're Stanley outside. Hey, Stanley.
Okay, this person, their friends spread a rumor that I was gay. Then it backfired and everyone thought he was gay with me.
Dang.
Guys, don't be spreading rumors.
That's what you get.
That's what you get when you let your heart win. The friend probably was gay if they literally were spreading rumors that someone else... Like, if you're trying to just... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You spread... Here's one thing I will say, actually. I've never had, like... In middle school, I was, like, kind of friends with, like, mean girls and stuff like that. Like, not real friends in my friend group, but, like...
you did sports together.
You
or
did
something,
sports
and
together and things like that, and they just purposely go out of their way, like, make your life miserable. I did all
Yeah.
that. But, like, in my adult life and even in high school, never had to deal with that. But I will say, there is one specific occasion that I remember that I was just like, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go deep because it's just, like, people
You
who,
should. That'd
people
be
who
juice.
listen to this might, like, realize who I'm talking about. But no, one time I was going through, it was honestly like top 5 worst days of my life. Like I was going through something really, really horrible on that day. And I hadn't been home and I walked in to my apartment and they were there with like 2 other people that I knew. And only one of them, like the person I'm talking about knew what I was like, what was happening that day and knew I was like
Bad day.
having this really horrible situation. Walked into my apartment. They didn't know I was there. And I can hear, I'm like gathering stuff because I was like getting ready to go leave again. Like gathering some clothes and things like that. And I hear them freaking shit talking me.
Yeah.
And it's like the person who knows what's going on is the freaking ringleader. Like the one that's like, I can't believe she's this and that. And like all this stuff where it's like if they knew the circumstance, they wouldn't be saying any of that. They'd be understanding.
The other people. Yeah.
The other people, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they might still say something stupid because they obviously weren't that nice of people anyway.
Right.
If they're sitting back at my apartment, freaking shit talking me in the back.
Right.
But no, I walked out and I was just like, hey, so just so you know, XYZ is happening today. So that's why I can hear everything you're saying.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't really want to have to tell anybody that because it's not your business, but just so you know. And then, of course, they were all, like, really apologetic. And then, you know, the one person's like, oh, we were just worried. I'm like, no, you weren't. You're the only person that knew what was going on. You're freaking back. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you want a piece of gum?
Not friends
I
anymore.
feel like my breath smells like a butthole.
Yeah,
not
Audrey's
the
like,
bad gum.
do you want a piece of gum? Your breath stinks.
No, mine. I
Keep
can
talking.
Taste it. It's a Mentos.
Oh, dang it. I caught it and I was showing it to the camera and it dropped. Okay. I think that's like the worst time I can think of though, where I was just like, a line has been crossed. I would never.
Yeah. Yeah.
Icky.
You said it, but it was in my mouth as you said it. That was weird. That happens. Courtney and I say the same thing a lot because we've just known each other since we were 3, like our whole lives.
We just.
What is it, like 25 years? No, 24 years? 24 years we've known each other. That's crazy. That's probably older than some people who are listening.
Math.
Wow, math. We were in math club.
And I'm a math teacher. My favorite subject to teach. All right. I do love all my friends dearly, but somehow no one thought it was strange that I was a designated driver at my own bachelorette party.
You can't have that.
You gotta have a better friend group than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And also love all my friends dearly. That's something you say about people that you tolerate.
You can always be, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool if you're always the designated driver. That's awesome. But on your bachelorette, even if you're not drinking, honestly, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah. No,
You should be a queen the whole time.
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not babysitting someone else on my own bachelorette. My friends would never let that fly.
That's the one time, too, that you can 100% just be like, you are all doing this for me. And you should, as the bride, kind of, that should be your time. Like, it's your thing.
I mean, don't be
It's
rude
the same,
about it.
It's
but
the same kind of thing if it was, like, your birthday. Like, on my
Except
birthday, I
not.
don't expect to drive. But it's even more so for your bachelor. Like, you only have one of those.
Right.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, if you have multiple, great. That's
One a
my
year.
bachelorette was the best of my, like, one of the best times of my life.
It was so fun. It really was. Okay. I was having a sleepover. This one's kind of long, so.
That's fine.
I was having a sleepover with 3 of my friends in the 8th grade. One of my friends was tall and skinny and has a big mouth on him. My other friend was quiet and hadn't really got grounding on who he was yet.
Okay.
But was blessed with a damn good puberty.
Okay.
We started roughhousing, and my loudmouth friend called out my quiet one. It was pretty PG wrestling at first, with neither of them really trying that hard. That was until my loudmouth friend slapped the quiet one and awoke an effing buried demon within him. He literally suplexed this dude and flipped around him into a rear naked stranglehold. I don't know what this, were they wrestling naked? Anyway, I don't know what that means. After the initial shock of what we had just seen, my third friend and I pried him off of what seemed like a lifeless body. This quiet dude was literally snarling like a pig and profusely sweating. He simply stood up and said, "I'm going to take a shower," in which he actually left and did. Meanwhile, I'm trying to wake up our literally knock the F out friend and finally get him to wake up. When we finally got him awake, the other friend walked into the room with a towel around him and simply said, "Yeah, I'm not really sure where that came from." We still joke about it to this day, so they're all still friends. But that's
How old were they? You said
8th grade. So you know some puberty and hormones were happening, and that kid just literally saw red. That's so funny, though.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Because that's the kind of thing that happens where I work.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
wrestling.
like they're like all like playing, and then like one takes it too far, and all of a sudden you're like, literally, you're like, are you possessed?
Yeah.
And except I'm hired to be in the middle of it.
Yay for you.
Woo!
Congrats.
That was funny though, because I can just picture like kids that we went to school with. Like it's always the little skinny one that little kid get the shiz beat out of them.
Yeah.
That's always like, yeah, like running their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I'll never understand, which hopefully I'll start understanding once I have children. But it's like, since I was kind of an only child, I was like, I don't get when people just start like wrestling.
Yeah, I just think, first of all, you're not physical touch. That's one thing.
Yeah, not really.
Because
I mean, I like it, but it's not, yeah.
It's not her. I mean, she's not like, don't touch me, ever, but you are sometimes.
I remember in daycare, because I was in daycare really old, way too old to be in daycare. And I remember, yeah, people would just like, go like, dun, 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 to me. And I was like, I literally, like, I can't
I know,
do
sometimes
this.
me and Ryan do that because you don't like it.
I know.
It's funny.
Well, I've seen even Ryan and Megan do it, and I'm like, I literally would go insane. I would jump
What's
off
funny
a bridge
is
if that
Haley and
happened.
I really don't.
You don't. You would think you would. Maybe
I
it
used
must just be
to
there's not a
I used to
boy.
grab her arms
Mhm.
when my parents. This is probably I was like 13 and she was 11 maybe.
Mhm.
And my mom and dad worked and we were off in the summers, and it was like the first summer that we were staying home alone, or one of the first couple anyway. And we had a list of chores to do every day,
Yep.
and then we would watch CSI,
Nice.
and then I would grab her by the arms and swing her, because at this time I was still bigger than her, and I would swing her around where her legs were like off the ground, and I would throw her into the furniture. Like,
Yeah.
not to even to be mean, we just thought it was like a funny game.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus
So
you're,
that's the kind of thing that we would do.
into the air. That's
But yeah.
fun.
But no, I am honestly the type of person, I think it's kind of fun to wrestle sometimes. Not even in like a sexy way. I'm just saying, like,
I don't like
with
any
a
of that.
boy, I think it's kind of fun to pick a fight.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
I don't want him to hurt
Also,
me.
Ryan, I know you're listening. Quit tickling me. Thanks.
Ryan, don't stop. It's funny.
I hate it.
Do it every time I'm around. Okay. I and one of my friends moved into a house to save on costs
Okay.
when we were at university.
Logical.
And one night the cupboard that the boiler was housed in fell on my head and knocked me out for about an hour. When I woke up, I found her just eating her dinner and watching me sleep on the floor with the cupboard still on my head. The first question she asked wasn't, "Are you okay?" but, "Do you think I'll get the deposit back? Also, why did you use the cupboard as a blanket?" I flipped my shiz. I'm also
Yeah.
a girl, LOL.
Yeah, that sounds like to me they're really good friends probably, and they moved in together, but they're driving each other up the effing wall by living with each other. And then probably the cupboard was at her, and she was just like, and just went about her day. I bet that's what happened. I bet
We
she was
wouldn't-
just so fed up. She was just like, this is gonna.
My
be a
thing though is like, we
retribution.
wouldn't be good friends after that.
Yeah, I don't.
That's not a good friend. They literally, you get knocked out. Something knocks you out, and you're gonna sit there, even if
Right.
you're annoyed.
I don't know. See, I could see myself being like,
If I-
what
if
the
I-
hell? And I take
If
a
I
picture
pissed
of you.
you off and I got knocked, something fell on my head and I was knocked out cold, you're telling me you would just not care?
Yeah, no, I would care obviously, but I'm just saying like.
I know, I'm just saying, but
Was the
you're
other
a normal person.
was the other roommate there when it happened, like watching it happen?
Yeah, she said like they were both there.
Oh, okay, that's different.
She
then.
watched the thing fall on her.
That's different then.
And
I
she was
thought
knocked
that
out.
she
came in and she was just like asleep, and there was like randomly a cupboard there.
Yeah,
that's not
different.
okay either,
That's
though.
different. That's not okay either. But
Because
that's
if you came in, you'd be like, oh, "How long have they been out? Are they dead?"
right.
Like it's
Yeah, that's some toxic
scary,
roommates.
very scary.
She's probably a murderer too.
But it's also funny.
It is funny. You're like, yeah, a sick blanket I was using, but thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like to me that they probably need to stop living together, or they're not going to be friends anymore.
Oh, here's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Not that good, just like a relationship kind of one. One of my old coworkers befriended me right after my ex and I broke up. During our friendship, he would ask me random questions about her, which I never really looked into, so I answered them all. A few months passed, and he ended up winning her over with everything I told him about, such as what she liked, her interests, etc. Then became quiet with me while they were dating until they broke up and he tried being my friend again.
No way.
Can you... Okay, first of all, that would never work on me because I'm sorry, if anyone even asks too many questions about the person I'm like talking to or dating, I'm like, sus. Why do you care?
Yeah, why do you,
Why
need
do you
that
care?
information?
Unless it's like another guy or something, or
Yeah.
like my sister,
Right.
or one of you guys. But even then, a good friend asks you questions like, oh, well, like, what do you guys do together? How is he to you? Like, that's the kind of questions that you want to know. I don't
Yeah.
care, like, random, like, what's his favorite color? Like, what kind of music does he like? Was
Yeah.
he, like,
Is he like
Like, get to
is
know
he a
him.
vanilla or a chocolate kind of guy? You know?
yeah. How's he in bed? Like, what's the
Yikes.
wang size?
Yeah, that
Wang
sounds like to me that's like an 80s
That's an 80s movie.
That's an 80s movie.
It is. It's a movie. Me and Audrey are going to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I forgot to tell you my idea for a TikTok. Remember I was driving from freaking Missouri and I was like, I have an idea for a TikTok.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah.
It's an 80s movie inspired. I literally was just, the song came on. I was like, this would be so funny.
I just saw a song the other day too. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, what a great idea for a TikTok, too. Can't remember.
I don't want to say it though because
You
if we do
told me
post
later.
it, I want it to be like, it doesn't make sense with anything else. I just think it's a funny idea.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This one's to all my moms out there. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Friend had a baby. Baby
Yeah.
wasn't cute.
Yeah.
I knew her other kids that she had ugly babies that grew into... Okay. I knew her other kids. She had ugly babies that grew into cute kids.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
She enters baby into some Facebook contest. Spams everyone's feed with requests to vote for the baby. I did. Even going as far to log into my work Facebook and vote with that. So the
That's
person-
a good friend.
Okay,
That's
so
a
the
good
friend's
friend.
like, you have ugly babies in her head. You have ugly babies, but they turn into cute kids. You're entering them in this thing and those babies freaking ugly. And I'm going out of my way to like it with 2 different accounts.
That's a good friend if they're
That's a
willing to
good
go
friend.
into another account.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's dedication.
right. Because you're just like, you could just be like, bink, whatever, move on. 2 days later, she private messages me and says, I think it's kind of BS you haven't voted for baby. I shot back, I think it's kind of BS we're even having this conversation. That led to vague posts about how someone was going to get deleted if they didn't watch their step. So I did it for her. 10-year friendship down the drain because she thought I didn't vote for her ugly kid.
That's crazy.
That is so funny though how people get about that.
Yeah. They really do.
It's not that you don't notice, because it's like if you're excited about something and you're posting about it or whatever, you want like your good friends or family or whoever, people that you want who you think support you, you want them to like show up in those situations.
Right.
So I don't blame like the mom if she honestly thought the friend didn't vote, like to be like a little bit like, oh well, she didn't vote, that kind of sucks there. But like to ever, it's not a big enough deal to say something
No.
ever, unless it was like you win $1 million. I'd be like, hey, it'd be so cool if you'd vote for her because literally I want to win $1 million or something like that.
Right. Like you could do it in a
But
nice
not
way,
in, yeah,
so.
not in like a I
Interesting.
see. My sources tell me you haven't voted for my ugly baby.
Yeah, it's like almost the only way that's okay if you say it that way is that if it is your best friend and you know you're saying it sarcastically. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Yeah.
not okay, but
Right,
like
if I was like,
would
yo,
do
it's
that-
BS, you haven't liked my...
I would say that to you.
Yeah, but we would
100%.
know it was a joke.
Right. Like we would know, and then it would just, and it would
Obviously,
be me
that
coming
was
back saying like either a bit, I already did, or I'd be like, oh my god, I'm the worst friend ever. Let me go on and do
You're like,
this,
haven't been on Instagram today, ho.
But to me, it sounds like they're probably friends, but it's probably like a friend that's like a pseudo friend or like.
It's like they're good friends, but it's the type of friend where it's like you genuinely have serious issues with the other person.
Yeah.
Because we all have that where it's like, okay, there's friendships. 10-year friendship means nothing. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of years you know somebody, it only matters if you have a deep, good friendship with them.
Right. True. Heard that.
Because I don't care if I know if you weren't who you were. I just knew you for 10 years. We've known each other for 10 years, but you were freaking turned out to be a crappy person. I'd be like, bye.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
Try to
they
be
used
like-
to be friends, and then now they're not really.
Yeah, there's all
close.
sorts of
I don't
people that I
know.
used to be close friends with I'm not really friends with anymore. And it's not even that dramatic, but it's just like,
Yeah.
you don't have to make every friendship work out. Gosh, that'd be exhausting. I get
Yeah.
exhausted from the friends I have now.
Yeah.
I mean, just trying to like be a
Keep
good
up.
friend. Yeah, it's not like anyone's making me feel bad, but
Yeah.
that's just my personality. Okay. What was it? I'm trying to see which one I was trying to read because some of these I've like I screenshot them and there was 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
Was it this one? When I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, my sister had just lost her baby.
Okay.
To give her time to heal, and so my family wouldn't worry about me, I was going to wait until I was 12 weeks to tell my family. I told a few of my friends and told them to keep quiet, and why. So, like,
Yeah.
here's my thing. Before we even continue, I am personally in a family situation where it's like, my sisters would know before anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And my close friends.
Right.
And my parents. I mean, like, but my family would know before you guys unless you were just, like, around. Like, Audrey would probably be one of the first people to know just, like, right now if I got pregnant because we're
You're
best friends
right there.
and we're,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
no one else is around. But obviously, like, Haley and Kristen and my mom would know first. Anyway, so pretending we're not in that situation where, like, you're not as close to your family and your close friends are the people you would rely on in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So this girl is pregnant. She's like, listen, I'm not telling my family yet because, like, we just kind of went through this whole thing and I'm trying to, like, be respectful of
Totally
my
makes sense.
sister's
Yeah.
emotions and, you know, whatever right now. Also, it's never a bad idea to wait a little while anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this girl, her intentions are in the right place. She's
For
doing
sure.
the right thing. So she only tells a few friends. One of them thought it wasn't right to keep it from my family, so she told my parents behind my back. When I confronted her, she told me I was a whore for getting pregnant so soon in my marriage. So
What?
yeah, we're also love that.
Love
Love
that.
that. You're a whore for getting pregnant so soon in your marriage. Marriage. Can you imagine
Marriage.
someone telling you you're a whore for getting pregnant when, oh, your nails.
Cute, right?
They turned out so cute.
I love it. I'm gonna get more. You can order them online. You get like there's like hundreds to choose from. It's great.
They're so cute.
You can try some too if you want. Well, you have your nails done, but
Wow.
next time. No, I'm just mean like when you're ready for the next because it'll be cheaper than getting.
No, I
nails
know.
done.
I'm just saying, wow, they're so cute.
Yeah, they turned out really good. Easy too. Anyway, you're married. Excuse me. It's so funny too because why would she even care except for like a biblical sense? But if you think about it biblically, you are literally the goal is to get married and get pregnant the first night you're married, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why does she, that's so weird.
Yeah, no, that's super weird. And
You're a
this
whore
to
for
me,
getting pregnant with your husband. I'm like, get out of here.
okay. Also, we all know this. All just goes every story that I read. It just reminds me of like one person, including that one. But we all have someone in our lives, and hopefully we them out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just the people that you meet, and they just love to cling on to drama, and they like to make it when there is none.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that friend was. It had nothing to do with you should tell your family. It's just like,
who cares?
no, you're having an opinion about something that literally has nothing to do with you.
I
I know people who literally like,
Yeah.
they're a whole other, like a couple or a friend group or whatever is having their own problem or situation. And there's like someone I can specifically think of who will insert themselves into every single person's problem, masking as someone who is caring and like trying to be there to like
Right.
comfort or a confidant or something like that. And I'm like, no, it's just because you leech onto people who have drama and you thrive on it.
Right.
And then you come and you freaking gossip about it and tell other people.
Right.
Like you literally step into things that's like the fact that you would even bring it up and be so inconsiderate, it takes away from whatever fake good intentions you had. Like,
Yeah, but that's 100% what this friend is doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like has
that's
nothing to do with.
bogus.
I was just thinking that you should tell your parents. Cool. Great. You can think that. Love that.
Unless your parents are like dying the next day, I think that's the only rightful.
Or it's like,
but
yeah,
even then,
I'm
it's
not.
not your place.
No, it's not.
It is not
Like,
your place.
here's how I would handle a situation. Like, let's just pretend that was you and you told me, and I was just like, oh, I really feel like you should tell your mom.
Yeah.
And you don't. And then your mom was like, I wish you would have told me. The only thing I would ever say in this situation was like, yeah, I thought you should have. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I thought that too. Like, I might like throw you under the bus as being like, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I wouldn't even do that, but I'm just saying that's the only
It's
thing
not
I can
your
even.
place.
No,
It's
but
not your place. at all.
everyone's allowed to have opinions. You can have the wrong opinion. That's why it's called an opinion. But don't be freaking sticking your nose in other people's business.
That's insanely psycho.
I got punched in the nose for sticking my face in other people's business.
Yeah. Because it's a very real thing. Like, there are, probably people in your life that you will tell other... Like, I could see myself telling you, like, just having you and Ryan know, just for the sole fact that, like, when we go out with friends, I want you to help me not be like, why aren't you drinking? Why are you throwing up so much? Why are you... Like, I need help, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, if you're around people... That's the hard part. It's like, if you're around people and they start noticing, like, you need one person besides
To
your
like,
partner to be like...
yeah, to buffer.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
That girl, crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Hope they're not friends anymore. That's wild.
I'm sure. I think that was one of the ones where it's like, why did you
Right.
break up with your friend?
Like, huh?
Because
this
they're
is why-
psycho.
That's so crazy.
That is crazy. They're
Do
definitely.
you think if you ever, which no shade to Haley, but do you think if you ever told Haley that, do you think she would tell your parents? Like, do you think
No.
that would ever? I don't think so either. But that's the only way that.
Oh
That's
my
the
gosh,
only.
she would literally. If I was like, I'm not telling anybody I'm having this baby until it literally is out of me, she'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I figured too, but I feel like that would be the only relationship that would probably be like, no, you need to tell, or you know what I mean?
she would, if she didn't agree with how I was doing something, she would tell me, but she wouldn't. She
Tell
would
your
never. Yeah, she would.
But
never
I feel
take
like
it from
other
herself.
siblings could. That's kind of why I asked the question, because I feel like that's the only.
Like, by the way, they told
That's
me
the
not to
only
tell.
person that I think could have not even a right, because nobody has the right. Only you and your partner do.
Oh, you're just saying
But-
like if anybody were to be like, they're doing it as in like I'm your sister and it's in your best interest for like mom and dad to know
Right.
because blah blah blah.
Right.
I get what
That's
you're
I'm
saying. Yeah.
But as a
you're
random
not
friend,
saying Haley
what the
actually
heck?
would.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Haley would.
No,
I'm saying,
no.
would it be more okay if it was a sibling?
Food for thought.
Interesting. These are the things I think about.
Yeah. I don't think ever with a pregnancy it's okay.
No,
I think other things, the point you're making, yes. It's like, listen, don't tell mom and dad that I have I'm in debt.
Yeah. Doing cocaine or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't tell them that this is happening because I don't want
Right.
to stress them out. And then I go and I'm like, listen, I said not to say anything, but I'm just letting you know. Pretend like you don't know. But they are in debt right now. So you might want to
Yeah, let me say this, the only time it's okay to spill anybody's secret is if it's in, it's making somebody else, they're doing something that's harmful, right? Like, let's say I was pregnant and then I was like, I'm going to still go on roller coasters. And you're just like,
I'm like, hey, by the way, Ryan,
yeah.
your wife pregnant, so don't let her go on that roller coaster.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way I think, that is the only logical way that you can.
Yeah, if you're like, literally, it's in the person who doesn't want me to tell, it's in their best interest, like safety and
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously,
There's a loophole to every rule in every situation.
you know me, I like to
She's
play
like,
the
is there
devil's
50
advocate."
other ways we could think about this?
I don't know
Let's
why.
go through them all.
I don't know why I do that.
So do I.
Very analytical.
But you are
that.
about that. Yeah.
Just
Like,
like coming up.
yeah,
I like coming up with a nice solution.
listen,
Wrap it in a
right
bow. Great. Do you have any more stories?
Here's the last one I have.
Okay.
I can't tell if my phone is okay. I took these screenshots when my phone was dead. So I was like, is my phone dying? No, it's not. All of my life, I've been into the paranormal. This is just kind
Love
of a
it.
funny one. It's not even that funny. It's just
Whatever.
like rando.
Okay.
Random. Okay.
What's that from?
I think you should leave.
Yeah.
Random. Okay. All my life, I've been into the paranormal. It doesn't inform my lifestyle. I just really enjoy the subject. So they're not like a Wiccan or anything. They're just kind of like into it. They watch Ghost Hunters on Wednesday nights.
It's me. It's like me.
It's Audrey. This story is really Audrey. Okay. One night, 2 friends and I went out ghost hunting. We just wandered through yeah, this is Audrey's idea. But she would try to get me to do this and I'd be like, no. No.
But I'm a chicken.
Unless I
I'm a
was
chicken, and I generally believe in and terrified of ghosts. But I still would I would love to go to like a haunted mansion.
I would like to do that, but I ain't messing around in no graveyard.
I would.
I wouldn't, because I'm just like disrespectful. There's like,
I'd be scared though. I'm afraid of the dark.
you know what I'm saying though? A graveyard, there's like babies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not okay. To me.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
The babies would be more fun ghosts though. Be like, here's a ball. Okay, let's
to
move
a
on.
baby?
No, the baby.
You ever been around a baby?
Baby would throw a ball. Bigger baby. I don't know.
Toddler.
Continue with the story. Why are we even? Okay.
There's no we. That was all you, lassie. Sassy.
Okay.
Okay, one night, my friend, I'm just going to start. No, I'm just kidding. One night, my 2 friends and I went out ghost hunting. We just wandered through a graveyard around 10:30, taking pictures and whatnot. Of course,
Taking pictures? Oh, of the ghosts. Okay. I was like,
Selfie! Of course, this was trespassing, so we wore dark colors to make it harder for passing cars to see us.
sure.
On the way home, I was pulled over by a cop. I was young, and seeing as we had just got done trespassing in a cemetery, I began to panic. The cop noticed and started asking me some questions. My one friend, Dave, was sitting in the passenger seat. Every time I answered a question, Dave would contradict my answer.
Dave.
I hate Dave right now. That's my worst fear. I don't know why. I would be the same way. Even now, if a cop pulled me over, I'd be like,
I just got pulled over the other day, and I'm like, every
like,
time.
I literally like sweating.
Like, I over talk anyway, but especially when I get pulled over, I'm like, yeah, and then this happened. And then,
Like,
and
they
then,
literally have to
and
think
then
I
that,
have
and
drugs
then
in the car.
that. Yeah, for real.
Anyway, cop
Okay.
says, ever get a ticket? Me, no sir. Dave, what about the time you got into an accident? The cops gave you a ticket then. And you're like, Dave. Shh. Me, no, I was given a warning for not being able to immediately produce proof of insurance. I had it dropped later that day at the police station. Cop, where are you coming from tonight? Me, a friend's house. Dave, actually, we never went there. That's the next town over. We were at Target. So Dave is like, no, I have a better story, bruh. Like,
Dave, they can check Target. They can't check your friend's house.
also, Dave, shut up. Shut the F up. Dave. Cop, what's the deal? Every time you give me an answer, he says something different. Me, sorry, officer. I have no idea why he feels the need to contradict me. I'm telling you the truth and apologize for any confusion. I picked up both my friends and we were just driving around, trying to find something to do. At this point, Dave whips out his camera and starts nonchalantly filtering through pictures of us gallivanting through a graveyard.
Dave?
Luckily, the cop let us go. It turns out I had a broken taillight, and that's why he pulled me over. Afterwards, Dave commented on how poorly I handled traffic cops. I almost killed him then and there. We don't talk anymore.
Dave, wanted to go to jail that night.
Dave is just
Dave
like
was
that
ready.
annoying friend that's like, they were the teacher's pet, but not the good teacher's pet. And they're like, actually, we were doing this.
Dave just doesn't know how to lie. Maybe he doesn't know how to lie.
But he
But
was
he's
lying.
lying. I don't know.
He's
That's
just
weird,
like,
bro.
Dave sucks. You just know Dave is that person. Like, that was like an SNL skit, though, to me.
Yeah,
Like,
that
in my
was.
head, I'm just playing that, and you're just like, yeah, because the person's already nervous.
That's a good SNL skit.
Yeah, we just,
Yeah.
we'll remake that for a TikTok. We'll remake that skit for a TikTok.
Let's do it.
That's right, man.
Get ready.
Okay, guys, that's the last one I had for you. Anything crazy we want to add? I mean, we were kind of
I had
adding
a story. I had a story that I always think of. It was me and Haley's story.
Okay, great. I love it. I'm
Okay,
ready.
so let's set the scene. I'm 16. She's 15, 14, I guess.
She had to be 14.
She was.
Haley
14.
was literally a little tiny bean running
No,
around.
it was the summertime.
With us big dogs.
It was the summertime. So
You probably were turning 17 then,
And she was turning
She
16.
probably might have been
or she was
15.
15.
She probably was, like, her birthday's July.
But maybe not. She could have been 14 going on 15. Who knows?
I
But
don't know,
we're
little girl.
little. I have my license. And no, I would have been 17.
You know what? We're talking about a year
It would have
difference
been
here.
16. It would have been 7. It doesn't matter.
She was turning 17.
Yes.
Haley was almost 15 probably.
So, okay. So we were, yes, and we were driving around. I keep looking outside because I think there's a parrot outside.
There is, right? That,
Do you
there is,
see?
yes.
It's a bird. Is it a parrot?
Uh-huh.
You think?
No, I don't even see what you're talking about.
It's just a huge bird, and I'm like, is that a parrot?
Where?
Anyway,
Actually, though.
it's like, okay, so see that tree that's slanting?
Yeah.
Go on the right side of that, kind of, and like there's like a little tree like right there. Right there.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing a gigantic bird. It could be a parrot. There's parrots
We got
in
a
Florida.
bunch of gigantic birds here, though.
I think it's a parrot. Let me get back to the story. Okay. We are driving around, and I have this good idea. I think it's because I watch too much MTV, but I was like, let's do Ghost Ride the Whip.
We already posted Ghost Ride the Whip on our Instagram story, too, so people should understand what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, yeah, but Ghost Ride the Whip, if you guys don't know, if you weren't on the Insta, basically you are going to be like on a flat surface. You're going to put your car on neutral. You're going to get out of your car, blare your music, and dance next to your car as your car is slowly
Ghosting
ghosting
along. So Ghost Ride, it's like driving itself a little bit, but it's... I need to sneeze.
Okay. But anyway, I decided that we were driving around, and I said, oh my God, we were on back roads. I was like, let's Ghost Ride the Whip. So we decided to do it, but I am Ghost Riding the Whip down a hill. Because in my head, probably I thought, if we're on flat surface, we're not going to get enough traction. It'll just stop.
You chose to go on a hill on purpose?
It was a little hill, but still.
The fact that, okay, honestly, it doesn't surprise me with you, no offense, but Haley is the voice of reason sometimes in situations like that, so I'm really surprised she wasn't like, no.
She probably was. She probably was like, I don't think that's a good idea.
But it was in the PT, so anything flies in the PT.
Yeah, but anyway, we Ghost Ride the Whip, which basically just meant I got out of my car started going down a hill, and then I had to jump in the car really quick, and the whole time Haley was probably crying, because she was like, I don't know.
No, I'm sure she was laughing. There's no way.
Yeah, but like stressed.
Yeah.
Really
Stress laughing. No,
So
that's
I remember that story. That's the story that I was remembering of like crazy times. I'm sure there's so many more, but that was like,
my favorite friend story. One of my favorite friend stories I wasn't even there for. You guys just called me.
oh yeah, the time that we were
You try to
all
concuss
at my
yourself?
house. Yeah, I'll do it. We were all at my house, having a slumber party. My parents were out of town, and I had this big room in our house, that was like our game room, and like there was like a bar in it and stuff. It was a pretty cool room.
Yeah.
And we decided that we were gonna put on some contemporary music and just start doing.
Every time we went to
dancing.
Audrey's house and her parents were there, we just turned music on super loud in that room and would just hang out and probably start dancing.
And
being
sometimes we
stupid
would like
and
try to
being-
make
and
up
being
dances.
serious, yeah.
We were all in dance team. I don't know. We were really into it, and we were Anyway,
I
so
was a dancer girly. Ballerina.
Yep. But anyway, I was doing it one time, and we were doing this one part, you've probably seen it in contemporary dances. They like put their hands on the ground and then they're like this with their head, and it's really dramatic, like some floor work. And
Like
I
some
did it.
floor work.
I have really bad depth perception, let me preface. Like the worst. Like I hit my head on bars all the time. I'm always hitting my head on like everything. Planes.
Tall girl props.
I have really bad depth perception. So I was going to do like the floor thing where I kind of put my head on the ground. You're supposed to just like put your like slam your
throw
hands
your
on the
so
ground.
you throw your head back, rear back,
Throw your hands on the ground and
then-
kind of just go forward. But,
and drop your
but whenever I dropped my head, it dropped right to the ground.
she
like,
just literally
here. Let's
headbutted
do like one of those louder.
on her cement floor. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
got
carpeted,
carpeted,
but
but
it's
it's
not.
obviously literally concrete underneath.
Yeah, and immediately I'm just like, what? And everybody like gasped and they're trying to figure out. They're also laughing because there's like, what just happened? And then I really thought I had a concussion. So we were trying to figure out like what to do, and so
No,
we
and she
called
literally
Courtney.
said, "I can feel it in my teeth."
Yeah, we called Courtney, and she was like, I don't
I was
know.
on a date. I was literally in a car on an uncomfy date with people. Like, it was like an older boy and then his friends who like I didn't really know.
Yeah, we were pretty young. We were probably like 16 or 17 there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were young because I think I could like barely drive, honestly.
Yeah.
But and you could probably barely drive too. But anyway, yeah, they call me. I like my phone's ringing in the car. I'm like, what the heck? Why they call me? So they're like, yo, and they're like explaining me the situation. We think Audrey might have a concussion. What do we do? I'm like, first of all, call anybody else. Like, first of all, Haley was dating like the quarterback of the football
So he
team.
should know about concussions.
Well, it wasn't even late at night. Like, you could have called my parents.
I just think
It
they
wasn't.
want to get in trouble.
Okay, but what would you get in trouble for? Just dancing? You guys weren't doing anything.
I know, we probably didn't want to break up the party. You know what I mean? Because then your parents would be like, time to go.
Probably need to come home.
Yeah.
Probably need Audrey out there to be concussed and
No,
die.
I would come too, I guess, but I don't know. I hardly ever had people over or parties at my house.
Audrey's
so it
like,
was
don't tell.
Don't tell, I want this moment. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Wow,
that was so
that is a
funny.
really
I
good
just
one.
remember laughing about that so many times after. Because I can just picture it. Because we done that so many times whenever I was there.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
On another episode, we'll have to tell our big party story because that's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah.
That's like one of the highlight nights. I mean, it was awful, but it was
Maybe
so
our
funny.
next episode we'll just do story times from high school, because I've been wanting to dive into more story times from high school too, because it's just so funny.
Yeah, I
So
feel
many
like we
things.
need to like chat about it first though, because I'm like, again, no memories.
No memories. That's good.
No memories, McGee is what they call me.
Anyway, but that might do it for part 1.
Part 1.
Come back for part 2. We're gonna talk about crazy family stories, and like dive in maybe to some personal.
We're gonna rat out our family.
stories. Yeah.
We're gonna get our family on not on speaking terms.
Great.
We're gonna pit all of our family against each other.
Okay. Like the Capulets and the Montagues.
Montagues.
Yeah.
The goose. The goose.
All right. GIRLS of 95. GIRLS of 95.
Oh no.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Okay, bye.